And now, as I say, now we're kosher. Good evening, everybody. My name is Carol Kozak Ward. On behalf of the membership and the board of directors of the Colorado Hebrew Chorale, it is my pleasure to welcome all of you this evening to LChaim, a taste of Jewish music from anywhere. And tonight, the location that we're going to be at for our Jewish music experience is Dreamland. So we hope you'll stay awake at least for the next hour as our guest presenter, Adrienne Suson, takes us through some of the music related to Jewish lullabies and their texts and their context. Before I turn things over to Adrienne, it is important that everyone knows that this, of course, could not happen without you, and it could not happen without the financial support of, in no particular order, SCFD. For those of you who don't know what that means, it's the shorthand for the Scientific and Cultural Facilities District here in Greater Denver. Denver, as well as 6 surrounding counties, has since 1989 created a fund that will support artistic, scientific, cultural organizations, large and small. And thanks to SCFD, the Colorado Hebrew Chorale is as much a player here as the Denver Zoo and the Denver Art Museum. So we thank SCFD. We also thank Colorado Creative Industries, as well as funding from the city and county of Denver, together with the Bain Foundation and Union Pacific Foundation Anonymous, and of course, all of you. So thank you, each and every one of you, for being here this evening. And now I'm going to say, take it away, Adrienne.
Take it away, SCFD. Find out what you mean.
Everybody, please mute yourselves. If you've got questions, put them in the chat. We'll get to them.
Hi, everybody. Shalom, shalom. Before we get sleepy, we got to get happy, right? So let's get happy. Heveinu shalom alechem. Heveinu shalom alechem. Heveinu shalom alechem. Heveinu shalom, shalom, shalom alechem. Heveinu shalom alechem. Heveinu shalom alechem. Heveinu shalom alechem. Heveinu shalom, shalom, shalom alechem. Oh, well, it's so good to see you. Oh, well, it's so good to hear you. Oh, well, it's so good to be with you. Oh, well, it's so good, so good, so good to see you. Heveinu shalom alechem. Heveinu shalom alechem. Heveinu shalom alechem. Heveinu shalom, shalom, shalom alechem. Woo! Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me again for another month of wonderful dreams. So we had to hype it up, but we're going to bring it down. But I wanted to teach you a new Hebrew word for the day, because that is something that I teach all my friends. So, and remember, I like to always warm up our voices. It's very
on the fridge, dear.
Warm up our
shit.
So our first sound in our Hebrew word of the day comes from the Hebrew letter chet. Can you all see that? Chet. And today our chet is going to make the cha, cha, cha sound. Can you say that like you're laughing? Cha, cha, cha. Very nice. Cha, cha, cha. Our second sound in our Hebrew word of the day comes from the Hebrew letter lamed. Can you say lamed? Lamed. Very nice. And our lamed today comes, our lamed today makes the sound low, low, low. Can you say that? Low, low, low?
Low, low, low.
Very nice. And our last sound in our Hebrew word of the day comes from our Hebrew letter mem. mem, and our mem makes just what it sounds like, the sound. Say that, Very nice. So when we're going to put our three sounds bayachad together, and we are going to get a very, very special word, and I want you to think about what it means to you. Cha, lo, Chalom. Does anybody know what chalom means? I see Carol. Carol, what's chalom mean?
Dream.
That's right, dreams. Chalom means dreams. So we are going to take the sounds of chalom and we're going to put them into an arpeggio. Does anybody know what an arpeggio is? You can unmute yourself if you know what an arpeggio is. Anyone? Anyone? An arpeggio is a broken up scale. So we're going to take our three sounds and we're going to put them into a broken up scale. This is also a bit of a meditation. If you were with us last month, you might remember this. So I want you to take a deep breath in and find your hands to your toes if you can reach them with the sound of cha. Cha. Very good. Big breath in. To our knees with the sound of lo. Lo. Excellent. Big breath in. Our sound to our chest. Excellent. Big breath in. We're going to put our three sounds bayachad to our head and tickle our way down. Cha. Lo. Very good. Well, our voices are almost ready, but we have to do a nigun. What's a nigun? Does anybody remember? We talked about this last month too. A nigun is a song with no words or a melody. So we're going to find some rhythm in our hands. We're going to find some rhythm in our knees. We're going to find some rhythm on our shoulders. We're going to find some rhythm on our tum. We're going to find some rhythm on a drum if you have one. A drum maybe. But guess what? You can find some rhythm anywhere. Maybe it's even on your hair. Starting with the sound of cha, all right? This is an easy song to the tune of David Melech. Cha, 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 now low. Low, 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 Rhythm and Ruach ready. We're officially Rhythm and Ruach warmed up with our sounds of Chalom. So now that we've warmed ourselves up a little, I hope did everyone make their hot chocolate? I know we're in the middle of summer. Why would I even tell you to make hot chocolate? How silly am I? But it is raining around here, so hopefully it's a little chilly. So, tonight we're going to do a little bit different. We're going to slow it down. I hope everyone ended up wearing something snuggly. Maybe you have a nice blankie. Maybe you have a snuggle partner. Maybe you have a nice couch, something snug, because tonight is all about getting snuggly. Rhythm and Ruach is a big fan of our snuggle songs. We do snuggle songs from all walks of life, all ways of life. And one of the songs that I wanted to sing with you today is to the tune of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And it's actually a mash-up. And some of the lyrics, Shelly and I have both written. And I wanted to share it with you. If you would like, I will share the screen. If I can find it. Hold on one sec. No. Sorry. That's not what I want to do. My apologies. Technical difficulties here. Alrighty. Here we go. So we're going to start with the song Twinkle, Twinkle, Kochavim. And TTTO, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Twinkle, twinkle, kochavim, high up in the shamayim, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, kochavim, way up in the shamayim. Twinkle, twinkle, kochavim, shining in the shamayim. When we say Shema at night, everything will be alright. Twinkle, twinkle, kochavim, shining in the shamayim. Every mitzvah that we do lives inside of me and you. When we're nice to our friends, and when we say thank you, Hashem. Every mitzvah that we do is a diamond in Shemayim for every Jew. I just realized that you couldn't see the end of that, so we can sing it again. Every mitzvah that we do lives inside of me and you. When we're nice to our friends, and when we say thank you, Hashem. Every mitzvah that we do is a diamond in Shemayim for every Jew. So that song, I'll stop sharing for a minute. That song is one of my favorite snuggle songs to sing during our program and really anywhere with our young friends, because, well, it's familiar, obviously. We know that it's familiar, but also it incorporates a lot of our Hebrew literacy that we're trying to incorporate, and in what we call seamless Judaism. So we make it a seamless transition between the English and the Hebrew, and we also incorporate some midot, some character traits in there as well with that song, because we think it's very important to incorporate a lot of character traits into our program and in education in general. As Jewish educators, I think it's important that we do that. But it's just a great, snuggly, fun song. So our next song, we're going to talk about Shabbat, because who doesn't love Shabbat? And I'll go back ahead and share my screen again so everybody can see. We're going to sing Ma Yafeh Hayom the translation to Hamayafa Hayom is how beautiful this day is. How beautiful, and we're talking obviously about Shabbat, but truth be told, every day should be beautiful. Every day is beautiful. And so even though we might sing this for Shabbat, it can really be sung anytime.
I'm going to interrupt you very briefly for the fun fact.
Yes.
Okay, so many people on our Zoom session, if they don't know the name Issachar Miron, they do know the melody already 60 plus years old, known as Tsena Tsena. So now for the fun fact, and I could even go grab my book and show you, but you'll have to take my word for it. Issachar Miron was also part of the same Jewish and Zionist community in Kutno, Poland, as my father-in-law. So I do have a picture of me dancing with Issachar Miron at my wedding 40 plus years ago. So that's it for the fun fact, but it's a lovely man and a lot more interesting stuff about where the music came from in him. But like many people of his generation who were lucky enough to immigrate to then known as Palestine, like my late father-in-law, he did in fact build his the formative years of his career, his early part of his career, were done in the land of Israel. Back to Adrienne.
That was fascinating. Thank you so much for that little snippet, that little nugget. I love that. That's so fascinating. Yes, Issachar Miron is famous for Tsena Tsena, one of my favorites also. That's a great song. This is one of my favorites to snuggle with. So if you have a special someone next to you, with you, maybe it's even your dog, your cat, now's the best time to give them a little bracha for the week. A little snuggle. My dog happens to be at my feet, so that's why I said that. Maya Hayom Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom Shabbat Shalom. I hope you all have a wonderful Shabbat, even though it's Monday. We're gonna move on to our next song. I'm not even gonna change the screen really quick because I think we're gonna go right into it. It's one of my favorites. Rabbi Menachem Creditor, not sure who's familiar with Rabbi Creditor. If he is watching on Facebook Live, hello. He is one of my favorite people. He is married to one of my favorite people, Neshama Karlbach, whom we also use a lot of her music in our program as well. And Rabbi Creditor is actually on a book tour right now he wrote a whole book about this song, Olam Chesed Yibaneh, building this world from love. It is so important to build this world from love. And if there's one thing that we can take away from this world is hopefully to love each other and love our neighbor, and we have to do our part individually to create the peaceful world, however that may be in our lives. So with that, we're gonna sing Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yiridai, Dai, 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 Dai. 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 I will build this world from love. Yiridai, Dai, 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 Dai. And you must build this world from love. Yiridai, Dai, 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 Dai. And if we build this world from love, Yiridai, Dai, 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 Dai. Then God will build this world from love. Yiridai, Dai, 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 Dai. Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yiridai, Dai, 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 Dai. Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yiridai, Dai, Dai, Dai. Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yiridai, Dai, 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 Dai. Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yiridai, Dai, 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 Dai. I love, love, love that song. It is a personal favorite because, like I said, not only because I love Rabbi Creditor, but also I think that it's really, really, really important for us as Jewish people to make sure that we treat each other with the utmost respect, because we're already a very, very, very small group of people on this earth, and so many people already hate us that why should we hate each other for whatever differences we may have? Instead, let's embrace our differences and build this world from love. Another song that I would like to sing for you this evening is I have so many favorite songs. Like, I don't even know. I just have so many favorite songs, because how can you pick just one? A song called Adama V'Shamayim. Does anybody know that song? Raise your hand if you know Adama V'Shamayim. It's a very Israeli song. It's a folk song. The music is by a band, I believe, named Sagol. And it's normally sang very, like, high energy, upbeat, whatever. But I found that it makes for the best lullabies. So we're going to snuggle up, and I'm going to share my screen again, and we're going to talk about the earth and loving the earth, because just like we were talking about building this world from love, we also have to not only respect each other, but we have to respect the earth that we live on, from the heavens to the sea. So that is what this song is all about. We're going to sing Adama V'Shamayim, this one on the right here. Adama V'Shamayim, Chom ha'esh, Tzliel ha'mayim, Ani margish zot בגופי, ברוחי, בנשמתי. Hey ya, 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 ho. Hey ya, 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 ho. Hey ya, 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 oh. Mother Earth, Father Sky, heat of fire, sound of water, I can feel it in my body, in my spirit, and in my soul. Hey ya, 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 ho. Hey ya, 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 ho. Hey ya, 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 oh. In Hebrew, one more time. Adama v'shamayim, chom ha'esh, tzil ha'mayim, ani margish zot בגופי, ברוחי, בנשמתי. Hey ya, 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 ho. Hey ya, 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 ho. Hey ya, 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 ho. I hope you enjoyed that one. The one on the left here is Hine Matov, and we're actually, by a show of hands, how many of you already know Hine Matov? Can I not share the screen for this one because I think it's going to be a little more fun? One thing I like to teach in my classes with Hine Matov is the difference between a micro beat and a macro beat. Does anybody know what a micro beat and a macro beat are? You can unmute yourself if you know. Anybody? Anybody? A macro beat is a slow beat. So if a macro beat is slow, a micro beat must be fast. So how do we teach this with Hine Matov? We're going to go on a little rhythm ride. Okay, we're going to go on a little rhythm ride. So how do we do that while we're all sitting in chairs? I'll tell you in just 1 minute. It's all about the way you bounce. So I want you guys to get your bouncing on, okay? So we're going to go on a little boat ride. First, I'm getting stuck on something here. First, the waves are obviously nice and calm, right? They're nice and calm, so we're going to sway back and forth to our micro beat. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Uh-oh, you guys, we're finding some rough waters here. So what do we do when there's rough waters? We bounce and we get really, really busy because we're gonna go take it to our micro beat. Are you guys ready to take it to our micro beat? Show me all that bouncing. Hine ma tov u'manayim she'verachim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim she'verachim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov. Ya-na-na, ya-na-na-na-na-na. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov. Ya-na-na, ya-na-na-na-na-na. Hine ma tov u'manayim she'verachim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim she'verachim gam yachad. Oh gosh, you know what? We're calming down. That was some rough water, wasn't it? Hine ma tov u'manayim she'verachim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim she'verachim gam yachad. Hine ma tov she'verachim gam yachad. Hine ma tov she'verachim gam yachad. Now we're gonna take it back to our bouncy beat. But this is our steady beat because we're not quite micro, right? And we're not quite macro. So this is our steady beat. But we're still going to do it into our micro beat tune. Hine ma tov u'manayim she'verachim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim she'verachim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov. Ya-na-na, ya-na-na-na-na-na. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov. Ya-na-na, ya-na-na-na-na-na. Hine ma tov u'manayim she'verachim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim she'verachim gam yachad. Another fun way to teach that, I don't know how many of you are in the camp scene or know people in the camp scene, but a really fun version of that is to do it like this. I said, hine. Your turn. There you go. I said, hine ma tov. Your turn. Nice. I said, hine ma tov u'manayim.
Hine ma tov u'manayim
Shevet.
shevet.
Shevet achim gam yachad.
She'verachim gam yachad.
Nice. We'll do that again. I said, hine ma tov u'manayim.
Hine ma tov u'manayim
Shevet achim gam yachad. Nice. I said, hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. So the reason I did all of those was because there's no wrong way to sing Hine ma tov. That is the truth of that, is there are so many tunes. I bet, how many of us are there on the screen right now? I can't even tell you how many people are on the Zoom call right now, but I can tell you every single one of you knows a different Hine ma tov. And I think that's so much fun. So one day, I think we should all compile all of our Hine ma tovs into one long Hine ma tov song and just spread the love. On that note, we're going to go into yet another one of Auntie A's personal favorites. Have any of you guys heard of the Moshav Band? The Moshav Band. The Moshav Band, let me give you a little history. Before I share my screen, let me give you a little history on the Moshav Band. The Moshav Band is a American family, or a bunch of American families, I guess, that made Aliyah many years ago, and they all were on, this American family were on a moshav, and there were a bunch of boys, and they wanted to start a band, and they did with the guidance of multiple rabbis, and created this amazing band. I highly, highly, highly recommend you check them out. They're out of California now because they're too famous. But some of them are in Israel still, I think. But they take a lot of Carl Bach tunes, mostly Carl Bach tunes, and make them their own. And one of their songs is Eliyahu Hanavi, which is one of my favorite. Oh, Donna knows. Nice. So Eliyahu Hanavi is one of my favorites. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu Agiladi, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu Agiladi, Bimheira Yavo Eloheinu Mashiach ben David, Bimheira Yavo Eloheinu Mashiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu Agiladi, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu Agiladi, Bimheira Yavo Eleinu Moshiach ben David, Bimheira Yavo Eleinu Moshiach ben David, Yananai, 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 So that's Eliyahu by the Moshav Band. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know that tune as well, but maybe not that tune, but familiar with that liturgy. And the last one we're going to sing is by Nurit Hirsch. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Nurit Hirsch. I have a feeling you sing her songs a lot in your wonderful time together. I hope you all can be together very soon and be singing together very soon, because that is so, so, so important. Ose shalom bimromavu yase shalom aleinu ve'akol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Ose shalom bimromavu yase shalom aleinu ve'akol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Ose shalom
just letting you know, Adrienne, that was the Debbie Friedman Oseh Shalom.
Oh, it sure was, wasn't it?
But most people who already knew that, they were harmonizing with you anyway. But we
Well,
could still
thank
do,
you.
we could
I,
still
you know,
do Nurit Hirsch melody too.
I had planned to do the Nurit Hirsch melody, and that came out of my mouth. So
You know,
congratulations, you got Debbie Friedman tonight.
may Debbie Friedman's memory continue to be for a blessing, and may the musical output of Nurit Hirsch continue to flourish.
Amen, amen, amen. Well, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.
All right, before
We're gonna-
you say shalom, I'm just putting it out there. If there's anybody who would like to ask Adrienne a question, I know I have one. You can unmute yourself and ask away, but I'm going to use the bully pulpit and start with my question, which is Yiddish.
Yiddish.
So
Yiddish.
we would love to, if you have a Yiddish lullaby at the ready to share with us, or failing that, a Ladino lullaby.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
They both happen to be wonderful resources in terms of the languages of our people.
They
So
really are. It's really funny that you say that. I do a song called The Bear Missed the Train, which I'm sure you're familiar with in Yiddish. Bemir
Right.
B'Shane, right?
Right.
And the kids absolutely love it because it's not really a lullaby, but the kids love it and the adults love it because if they're familiar, they're like, hey, I know that song. And it's the bear missed the train, the bear missed the train, the bear missed the train, and now he's walking. And if you know the actual words, please sing them, because I do not. The bear missed the train, the bear missed the train, the bear missed the train, and now he's walking. Oh, he's walking near, and he's walking far. He's walking wide. Well, he doesn't have a car. Oh my, that bear missed the train. The bear missed the train. The bear missed the train, and now he's walking. So that is my bad Yiddish.
We have, let's make sure I'm good. Request to sing the Nurit Hirsch version of Oseh Shalom, and I would say we should take this program out with that. Just to answer my own question in a circular way about Ladino, there is a beautiful Yiddish lullaby, Dorme, Dorme, Eziko. I can't pull the lyrics out of my head right now, but it happens to be lovely. And I would recommend, Adrienne, that you figure out a way to incorporate it into your repertoire. And I'm sure because the tagline relates to reciting the nighttime Shema together, it's a beautiful sentiment. So
you know what? I think we should do the Shema together. I have a really awesome Shema.
Okay, so let's line up the programs. Let me do my little commercial, and I'm going to get them both in. Okay, commercial. There's still more LChaim, friends. We're looking at Monday night, June the 21st, with the extraordinary Nick Page. If you don't know who he is, go Google Nick Page. He is doing locations a taste of Jewish music from let me get it right, Abu Yadaya, there we go.
It's a Bayou diet. It's a Bayou
to
diet.
Bosnia. So only from A to B. Nick is, among his many, many skills, is a person who explores music from other cultures and other languages and other countries. He is an amazing man. You can read all about him. Last time he did a workshop with the Colorado Hebrew Chorale was about a decade ago. So it's great that we've got him back. Before we have LChaim, we're going to have another lovely interactive program with Miriam Raisin, Jewish Broadway. That will be on Sunday evening, June the 6th. And both of these programs on Sunday, June 6th, and on Monday evening, June the 21st, are at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time. And if you can't be there, the things will be archived at the Colorado Hebrew Chorale website a few days later. Also, if you visit the Colorado Hebrew, thank you, Barbara. If you visit the Chorale's website and you want to see these programs continue, there's this button and it says donate. And any amount, large or small, and I could still say large or small, but either way, it's what keeps us going. We would love to have that aspect of these programs continue. God willing, that there will be a time that the choirs of the Colorado Hebrew Chorale return to in-person live rehearsals. That sort of eats up our Monday evenings, but there is the thought that we may do some alternating either during the summer or perhaps after the Jewish holiday season of Tishrei in September, where we may go every other week, meaning think about your once a month, there's a Jewish Broadway, perhaps on the first Sunday of the month, and maybe on the third Sunday of the month, there might be a LChaim. Just letting you know, that's some of where we're going with this. I know that Mimi Raisin has lots of Jewish lyricists. So once she's done with the Broadway musical, she can start diving into all the people who put those words out there. So letting you know all about that. And with that, I think we've got the lineup. There's going to be a Shema, there's going to be a Nurit Hirsch, and there's going to be whatever else Adrienne is going to be closing our program with for tonight. And with that, we say shalom, farewell, wishing everybody great, good health and continued good health, and sending peace. As the late Shlomo Carlebach would have sung, peace and tranquility to the entire world.
Amen. Peace begins with me. Amen. So we're going to do a Shema because, well, it's almost my bedtime out here. So we're going to do a little Shema. And so I want you guys to tap, clap, snap. Tap, clap, snap. Now what we're going to do is we're going to say the Shema. We're not going to do the Vahafta because we don't got that kind of time. But we're going to take this rhythm and we're going to put the three sounds of Shema together. Sh, ah. Sh, ah. Sh, ah. Sh, ah. Now you don't have to say the bracha, but I am going to say it. So please, if you will, just keep that rhythm going and do your sh, ah, sh, ah, sh, ah, sh, ah. Shema Yisrael Shem kevod, Shem kevod, malchuto, leolam, leolam va'ed. Isn't that fun? It's one of my favorite shanas. It's really nice. It's good meditation. Oh, say shalom bimroman. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Yisrael. Ve'imru, imru amen. Oh, say shalom bimroman. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Yisrael. Ve'imru, imru amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Shalom chaverim, shalom chaverim, shalom at home. Lehitraut, lehitraut, shalom, shalom, shalom chaverim, shalom chaverim, shalom at home. See ya later, alligator, after a while, crocodile, shalom, lehitraot. Toda Rabbah. Thank you so much to Carol and everybody. Thank you very much for bringing me in the last 2 months. This has been so amazing, amazing. Please, please, please donate to the cause. It is so important. And I hope you all enjoyed your cookies and your tea or your peppermint schnapps, whatever you got in your cup. L'chaim, l'chaim, l'chaim.
Laila Tov.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
See you. Stay
Thank-
well.
Thank you.
Sure.